Hi everyone and welcome to week 3. In this video I have 4 items that I want to cover. They include planning ahead, discussions, the details matter, identifying a leader and scheduling your interview, and using the Q&A space. So first, we'll say planning ahead is critical for all courses, but especially for a 7-week condensed course. When possible, try to begin the module early so that unexpected life events don't derail your success. I experienced this in my own life this past week, so I worked ahead over the weekend, even though I generally have a rule of trying not to work on the weekend as that's time with my family, but I wanted to get a little bit ahead to give myself some flexibility this week. I'm glad I did that because I had a sick child on Monday, and parents in the class, you know, that can derail your plans very quickly. So I encourage you to work ahead. You never know if someone you may be caring for will be ill, if you yourself may be under the weather, or if life happens, maybe a flat tire, and these things are time consuming. So work ahead as you're able. As a reminder from the post last week, your original post should be available no later than Friday. I want you to shoot for Thursday, and kudos for those of you who post even earlier during the week. Again, all posts need to be submitted before 11:59 p.m. each Sunday. Second item, our discussions. The details matter. So per the syllabus and guidance that I've already provided, I want you to avoid contractions. So it's, I'm, there, etc. Avoid those in your scholarly writing. That's just a good practice and habit to develop. And also ensure that your citations and references are in APA format. This attention to detail is imperative, and it will help you earn points that are available each week. Take time to do a format check. Go and check the guidelines for APA formatting. If you have any questions, be sure and reach out. Again, I want you to earn the maximum number of points each week, and providing the proper APA formatting is critical to this. The third item, identifying a leader and scheduling the interview. So you probably saw in the weekly overview that there is a requirement to schedule a leader interview. And you may be thinking, what is this all about? Well, if you go back and review the syllabus, you'll see that there is a leader interview paper that's due. Your due date is February 12th, so it's right around the corner. That's the nature of a condensed course. Just want to give you a little bit of insight and tips. I encourage you to identify someone and schedule that interview this week. You can maybe conduct the interview next week, but try to get it on the books this week and get everything planned out. This individual can be a community leader, industry leader. They should not be a family member or a current KSU student. Now, if you have a rare exception, perhaps you have an uncle who is a local politician and you think would be interesting to have insight, or perhaps a mother who's in a leadership role in an organization, that might be an option as well. Be sure and email me and let's talk through it just to be sure it fits within the scope of the assignment. This is a 6 to 10 page paper. It's an analysis paper, so it's going to cite excerpts from the interview, but it's more than just a general overview of the interview that you conduct. I expect to see analysis. This is your means of data collection, the interview, to answer critical questions related to what is leadership and what does it look like in practice, and what types of leaders do we see in our community. If you go down to the bottom of the content field in our course in D2L, you'll see that there's a folder specifically for this assignment with additional details. So check that out, review it, and then that leads me to the fourth and final item for the week is use the Q&A space as needed. So there are crickets chirping in the space currently, and that's fairly atypical. I don't want to assume that because there aren't posts, you don't have any questions. So this is a gentle reminder to use that space as needed. I look forward to seeing your questions this week. I imagine as you go and review the syllabus and review the assignment guidelines, you'll probably have a few clarifying questions. That's to be expected. And remember, if you have the question, chances are you have one or more peers in your class who have the same question. So be sure and use that Q&A space, and I'll respond as soon as I see those posts. I look forward to seeing you online. Good work this far. We are charging ahead. Have a good one.